Hi there. Well, I'm going to take just a couple of minutes, and I do mean probably just a couple of minutes, to talk about Lesson 90. Lesson 90 is a really short lesson. It has to do with mixed number coefficients and negative coefficient. Now, to understand coefficients, you need to know what a coefficient is. Coefficient is the number that is multiplied by a variable in an algebraic term, which interpreted means it is the number in front of the variable. So 4/5 x, 4/5 is the coefficient, 7x, 7 is the coefficient, 3.5 x, 3.5 is the coefficient, 1/6 x, 1/6 is the coefficient, 1.72 x, 1.72 is the coefficient. So it is the number in front of the variable in an algebraic term. Now, when we are solving expressions which contain coefficients, we are always going to be looking for the reciprocal. We look for a reciprocal so that we can basically multiply by that reciprocal. So here's a couple of examples, and I'm actually using the numbers from above. So if I had 4/5 x equals 10, I would look for the reciprocal of 4/5, which is, of course, 5/4. And what I do to one side, I would have to do to the other. These cancel out, and you end up with x equals 10 times 5/4, or if you do some cross-reducing, you get a 2 there and a 5 here. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay? Over here is an example. We've got 3x equals 15. Okay? We're looking for the reciprocal of 3x, or 3, which is 1/3, because this is really 3/1. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So 1/3, put 15/1. These cancel out. You're left with x equals 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 15 5 times. 5 times 1 is 5. So it really works really well. If we had, and there's a couple others here, and I'll just show them to you rather than working them through because I think you can figure them out. If you had 1/5 x equals 25, then you would multiply by 5/1, 5/1. If you have a negative 10y, you would multiply by 1/-10, or you could multiply by a negative 1/10. It wouldn't make any difference, so the negative would still be on both sides. Down here you have a negative 15x equals a negative 30. That's kind of an interesting one. We might work that one real quick. Have a negative 15x equals a negative 30. The reciprocal is 1/, you can put negative 15 if you want to, 1/negative 15. Makes no difference. The negative can be top or bottom. Reduce out of here. X equals a negative 30/1 times 1/negative 15. Reduce, you end up with 15 goes into here one time, so you have negative 1 in the denominator. 15 goes in here 2 times. You end up with a negative 2 times 1/1 times, and I guess you're not seeing this because I don't have it up here, a negative 2 times 1/1 times a negative 1. Negative divided by a negative is, and you got it, it's a positive. So that's what this is basically about. And you just have to remember, don't forget your rules on negatives and positives. A negative times or divided by a negative is a positive. A positive times or divided by a positive is a positive. A negative times or divided by a positive, or a positive times or divided by a negative will be a negative. Hope this was helpful. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I will talk to you in the class. Bye.